Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. My name is Kelly, and today we're going to be talking about good old Nickelback. So today, November 18th, marks the 1-year anniversary of when Get Rollin' was released. That was a banger day. It was very exciting, and today I'm going to give my opinion on the ranking of the album. So initially I wanted to do this like a couple months after it came out, but I never had any time to record or had any place to do it, and now I'm all set up and in my new place and have a recording setup that I can do. But I decided that a year is best to do this anyway because it gives me a lot of time to listen to the album, listen to the songs, figure out what songs I listen to the most over a year. And this is my honest review on how I think the album is. It is very important to know that this is my opinion on how the album is ranked, no one else's. So if you think anything else, you can feel free to drop in the comments of your ranking or whatever, but don't take my ranking too seriously. It's also important to know that I do love every song on the album, obviously, because it's Nickelback. They could start doing some screamo nonsense, which I am way not a fan of. I don't do screamo and all that heavy metal nonsense. But if they started doing that, I'd probably be like, well, I guess I gotta listen to that now. Well, I mean, I guess technically they did already try to do that because they did the Betrayal Act 3, which I will say was not my most favorite song on Feed the Machine. But I did listen to it. But I've probably listened to it like 2 times in the past like 3 years. But anyway, let's get into my ranking of Get Rollin'. So this was a very hard list to make because there's so much variety on the album. Not only is there the 2 different sides of Nickelback, there's the hard rock version of Nickelback that I love, and then there's also the pop side that I really also love. In recent years, like especially on Feed the Machine, they had so many songs that were pop style songs, and I really love all of them. So this album had a lot of those 2 different versions of Nickelback. So song number 1, my most favorite song on the album, has to be Steel Still Rust. So this album came out last year in 2022, and I had lost my grandfather at the beginning of 2022 in January. So one, not only did it hit close to home, it also, because both of my grandfathers that have passed in the past few years were veterans, so it did hit close to home. But also I love the support and the message that it gives in this song. Like, I feel like there's not a lot of songs like this that give the message of supporting veterans and the military and people like that. So it's a really cool song, and I really love it. Aside from it being very catchy and having a good solo and just great lyrics, it hit close to home and has a great message. So song number 2 would be Vegas Bomb. I know this is kind of like a dumb song. Like the lyrics are just kind of out there, and it's just, I don't know. It's just really catchy and has good solo and good guitar riff and all that good stuff. So it's just a really fun song to listen to. Aside from Steel Still Rust, it's probably one of the top songs that I love listening to off the album. Like, I've listened to it so many times over the past year, and it's just fun to listen to. So song number 3 will be one of those other pop songs. It's going to be Horizon. It's just a great catchy song. It's fun to listen to. Catchy chorus, catchy lyrics in general. There's not much to really say about it. It's just a fun song to listen to, which is what I'm going to say about most of these songs. They're all just great songs to listen to. So there's not really much I can give in detail about each song, but yeah. I also do love songs that have like a big comeback in the third chorus, like this song does, where it's like it sings the first part of the chorus and then it's just boom, just gets right back into the music. I just love those kind of songs like that. So song number 4, it's going to be Those Days. Even though I was born in 2000 and this song's mostly about like the 80s and 90s, like that kind of era, I just love songs that like give off nostalgia, and it kind of just has like Every Time We're Together and Photograph vibes. So those are 2 songs I also really love. So this song is really good for me. It's really catchy and it's just fun to sing along with, and I love songs that have references to like things that people have felt, things that people have experienced. It's always fun to listen to songs like that. I also love the drum intro effect in the third chorus. It's just like really cool. Now that I've started playing guitar and drums in like the past few years, I started to listen to this a lot more in songs, and this album has great guitar and drums. It's just really fun to listen to. Daniel Adair, in my opinion, is like, he's just such a great drummer. He adds a lot of great stuff to the songs, and it's always fun to listen to what he adds to the songs. Song number 5 would be San Quentin. So obviously it's like really hard to hate this song because it was like the first new music we've got from Nickelback in like 5 years, aside from the Sea Shanty and The Devil Went Down to Georgia cover. That's like the only other 2 songs that we really heard, like the new music we got from them since Feed the Machine. So it was really cool to be able to finally get new music from them. And it just, like, it's not like, it's kind of a corny song is what people mostly say. I don't really, like, obviously I see that it is corny, like we got arrested and, you know, whatever. But it's just a good hard rock song, digging down to Nickelback's roots, just going heavy, and has a great solo, good guitar, and just all around a good song. I did go see Nickelback live 3 times over the summer on their Get Rollin' tour. I saw them in Bristow, Virginia, Hershey, and Camden. So it was just a great weekend for me. I did have like VIP for Hershey, so got the VIP experience. So that was a fun time. It was great to experience 3 concerts in a row, and it was just really fun. And it was great seeing San Quentin as the intro song. I am kind of disappointed that they didn't play High Time a single time when we got there, because conveniently the first show we watched, they changed High Time to this afternoon, which I had no problem with because as you'll see, High Time's not really high on my list. I do like This Afternoon is not really like my top song either, but it is good to hear one of those other songs that you've heard a lot, and it's just a good song too. So song number 6 is Skinny Little Missy. Another great rock song. Like, it's just like one of those generic, like, we're Nickelback, we're rock, and we're rolling, and yeah, it's just a good song. That solo though, it's just it's such a cool solo. It's just fun to listen to. That's like the whole song for me. It's just the solo, but it's just a great catchy song, and it's fun to listen to. Song number 7 is Does Heaven Even Know You're Missing? So this song, when I first heard it in the album, it just like, I liked it. It wasn't like the best thing in the world. It did take a minute for me to like be like, I like this song. This song is a vibe. I mean, like, I love the song. It's just like hard to list it higher because of the other songs I like. So that's why it's like number 7. That's why it's like in the midpoint. Just another great pop song. I don't know how it stayed in the vault so long because they said it was in the vault for quite a while. Which I don't know if that's why Chad sounds so like the vocals in this song sound like he sounds very uncomfortable singing at this high of a pitch. I don't know why. It's just like he sounds like he sucked some helium out of a balloon and he's singing with helium. Like the first time I heard this song, I'm like, why does it sound like he's singing with helium? But overall, it is a great song. I love it. Really catchy and just fun to listen to. Like all the other songs I've said, just fun to listen to. It's just fun to listen to every song. So now that we're in the bottom 4 songs, it's going to be like, well, why do you hate these songs? But obviously, like I said at the beginning, I love all the songs. It's just hard to list them because there's 2 different styles in Nickelback, and I love all the songs, and it's just hard to list them. But number 8 is Standing in the Dark. I know so many people have come to love this song. I do love the song. It's just hard to list it higher, like I said before, because of all the other songs I love a little bit more off the album. But yeah, Standing in the Dark is a great song. It has catchy lyrics. It's just one of those it's kind of like one of those generic pop songs from Nickelback that you get that you just like, you don't go to listen to it, at least for me anyway. I don't like just like, I'm gonna go listen to this song, and then I just really only like listen to it like it comes on in a playlist and I'm like, hey, what's up, Standing in the Dark. And going back to Daniel Adair, I just love the drum fills in the bridge for some reason. I don't know why. It's just, they're just so cool sounding. Like, it's just fun to listen to. Number 9 is Just One More. So I know that this song was written about a miscarriage, but it still did hit close to home because it's just reminding you of someone that's left and like they're in heaven. You can't really see them anymore, and like you just want to go up there and see them and hang out and stuff. That's the best way I can explain it. But going on why I said how Steel Still Rust hit close to home, this song also did the same thing. It's also just a great song. It's felt really unique and different, like a different style for Nickelback. So that's also why it was a great song. It's just fun to listen to, as I keep saying. So the next 2 songs, you obviously know what they are. They're just, it's hard to explain. Number 10 is High Time. So yes, that does mean my least favorite song on the album is Tidal Wave. I'll get into that in a minute. But let's first talk about High Time. So I am going to say that I am not the biggest fan of country. Like I do not like country at all, really, pretty much. Like the two openers for the Get Rollin' tour, they did an excellent job. They were great. Obviously, so many people love them because so many people were there, obviously, to see them, and they were just vibing and chilling. And I know many people say that Nickelback kind of is a country band, like they have country aspects to them. I don't really see that. I might see that like in Rockstar, but I don't really see it. I hate country. Obviously, I would see that in Nickelback. If I saw country, I would be like, yeah, peace out. But High Time obviously gives the country vibes. It's like, that's why it's so low in my list, because I don't really like country. But it's still a good song, and I do enjoy it because it's Nickelback. But it's not much to say that I obviously really like about it. But overall, it is a good song, and it's a great album song, because they don't usually do an album song. I mean, they did on Feed the Machine, but other than that, they don't really do cover songs that much. So number 11 is, like I said, Tidal Wave. Obviously, this song was a huge hit or miss for so many people. They just took a big old right turn and just tried something different. I will give them huge props for doing that, because it's really risky to do that as an artist, because especially that being that big of an artist, like, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if people are going to like it. But obviously, they have such a big fan base. People are dedicated to hearing them. Obviously, people are going to like it no matter what, because it's Nickelback. But personally, for me, it's not really my style. I just like faster paced songs. Like, obviously, there's a lot of slow paced songs that I do like. But for a Nickelback song, it's just not really my style. But I will give them props for trying it out and seeing where it goes, because they did say like Rockstar was kind of like a out of the park for them. I don't really see. Obviously, I don't see that now, because like I've heard it so many times, and it's their song. Tidal Wave just seems way out of the park, way out of the park for me. And it's just, I just can't seem to like it. I've listened to it quite a few times. I can't get into it. But I will say that it is a good song. They did a good job with it, and yeah. So that is my ranking of the 11 songs on Get Rollin'. If you do want to list your rankings down in the comments, feel free. Hope you all have a great day, and keep on rocking to that Nickelback.